Macadamia Nut, everybody. I have got some absolute barn burners to share with you today. It is January 20th, 2026. It has been 1 year, 365 days since America made the right choice in President Trump, and the man just did a 2-hour press conference before boarding the plane to go to Stavos, and he answered reporters' questions, and it was in fuego, fire, unbelievable, as usual, completely obliterating the narrative that he's can you believe this? These radical, extreme anti-American liberals actually are trying to charge Trump with cognition problems when we had a stumbling, mumbling, shuffling vegetable in chief who couldn't do 2 minutes of answering reporters' questions, let alone 2 hours, without sounding like somebody who should have been buried and taking a dirt nap for a very long time. I often used to say this. He's already dead. Somebody just forgot to tap on his shoulder and remind him. I'm going to share with you some amazing clips from this conference. He went after these ridiculous hooligans in Minneapolis, Minnesota, causing absolute bedlam, and he took them head on, and he even called out Don Lemon. And then I'm going to share with you something that I need your help with. I need you to stick around till the end after I go through all the highlights, because this is really, really important. You can actually make a difference and make a change, just like you have in the past so many times when I've exposed people for doing heinous things in powerful positions. So please, I promise you, you won't be disappointed. I promise you, you can make a change. Stick around to the end. But first, let's get into this. So President Trump announcing this, he made a lot of announcements. These are just a few, saying, I just watched the footage of the church raid in Minnesota by the agitators and insurrectionists. These people are professionals. No person acts the way they act. They are highly trained to scream, rant, and rave like lunatics in a certain manner, just like they are doing. They are troublemakers who should be thrown in jail or thrown out of the country. The first to go should be Walz and fake sleazebag Ilhan Omar, who is supposedly worth over $30 million, even though she's never had anything but a government job. Investigate these corrupt politicians and do it now. I'm going to share with you footage of how he goes after Don Lemon and really, I think, succinctly and intelligently deconstructs the video where ICE agent Jonathan Ross was almost, mortally harmed when faced with a 4-ton SUV driven by that deranged lunatic who tried to run him over. It continues. The man was on a roll. The whole problem we are having with criminals in our country was caused by sleepy Joe Biden and the radical left thugs that surrounded the resolution desk in the Oval Office. And of course, the illegal use of the auto pen. They should be in jail. But wait, there's more. This is the announcement that's really the crux of this video, because, how many times have we argued that Trump is right about everything? Every time he has a plan, a strategy, a goal, any kind of, strategic positioning on how to win, how to make America great, he's always right. And so Trump posted this: the Department of Homeland Security and ICE must start talking about the murderers and other criminals that they are capturing and taking out of the system. They are saving many innocent lives. There are thousands of vicious animals in Minnesota alone, which is why the crime stats are nationwide the best ever recorded. Show the numbers, names, and faces of the violent criminals and show them now. The people will start supporting the patriots of ICE instead of the highly paid troublemakers, anarchists, and agitators. Make America great again. And President Trump requested it, and Commander of Border Patrol Operations, Greg Bovino, who's recently connected with us, he follows us on X, answered the call. Check this out.
Too long, residents have been told that enforcing our nation's immigration laws undermines public safety. In reality, the opposite is true. When the law is not enforced, violent offenders remain free. Criminal networks expand, and the community pays the price. Our neighbors, our citizens, our friends pay the price. Rather than confront that reality of which I've just spoken, leaders like Tim Walz or Mayor Fry have relied on heated rhetoric and accusations that distract from the fact. Again, our Border Patrol agents, ICE officers, and those allied federal law enforcement agencies are out there conducting Title VIII immigration, the Title VIII immigration mission. And I'll tell you, when you have a mayor and a police chief, O'Hara, that say call 911 when ICE or Border Patrol is in the neighborhood, and then they wonder why the 911 system is overwhelmed with superfluous calls for assistance, when that is not true. So we're going to continue to be out in the community, and we're going to continue to conduct that mission, that legal, lawful Title VIII mission. And again, I've been out with my Border Patrol agents. Marcos is out constantly with his troops.
I just have to say this really quickly. God bless you, Commander Bovino, and God bless all of our hardworking law enforcement officers who are simply doing their job. And what job is that? To keep American streets clean, safe, and get rid of these heinous criminals that are committing heinous acts, mortal harm on American citizens, law-abiding, tax-paying, hardworking American citizens every single day. God bless all of you. Let them know what you think in the comments down below. They all watch this show. Let them know right now. God bless you guys. Okay, now I got to play some highlights of this absolute masterclass press conference. Here's the first clip, which I was saying, it's kind of like Trump is really like showing his amazing astuteness, his amazing adeptness at pattern recognition and identifying and calling out what needs calling out. Here he is talking about the other woman involved in Renee Good's ICE vehicle ramming in Minneapolis and calling her a professional. Watch this. This is really succinct.
And I understand both sides of it. But when she was shot, there was another woman that was screaming shame, 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 right? You saw it. So loud. She was like a professional opera singer. She was so loud and so professional. She wasn't a woman that was hurt, like, oh, my heart's injured. She was a professional. She's shame, shame. She's screaming shame, shame. I said, that's not a normal person. That's a professional. These are professional agitators and professional people that want to see our country do badly. But that's not happening because we have the hottest country anywhere in the world, despite...
We've all seen the video. I can't share the video here, else the video, this whole presentation will get taken down. But I thought that in my head. Like, wow, the way that it's orchestrated. What are these? And also, what are these people doing in the middle of a work week, in the middle of the afternoon? Doesn't anybody in Minnesota have any jobs, for crying out loud? And now you're seeing them in Columbus and now in Georgia. Who works anymore? No, they're being paid. There is a serious domestic enemy within. I know you're all thinking what I'm thinking. Holly Weirdo, Obama, Soros. It may even go deeper than that. We need to find these people. Alex Soros is a varmint. We need to find them, charge them, imprison them, and get them out of our country. Okay, check out this next clip. It's just, he goes on, and it's just absolutely brilliant. Here he is completely destroying Don Lemon. Wait till you hear this. This is fantastic. Watch.
Mental institutions from where they came. That's all they want to do. They're patriots, and they have to be abused by guys like Don Lemon, who's a loser, lightweight. I saw him the way he walked in that church. It was terrible. I have such respect for that pastor. He was so calm. He was so nice. He was just accosted. What they did in that church was horrible yesterday. Look at it.
He's so right about Don Lemon. Don Lemon actually went on, I think it was Joyless Read or one of these ridiculous racist shows, and said that the people inside the church, I shared the video yesterday, children were traumatized, crying in the laps of their parents. What's going on? It's actually a criminal charge to invade and trespass inside a church and accost people in that fashion. And Trump is right. He went on one of these shows and he actually called these innocent people who are just simply going to a house of worship to exercise their freedom of religion. He called them white supremacists. Everything has to do with race. When you got nothing, when you have nothing, when you can't support anything, just go back to your age-old crutch. Everything has to do with the fact that I'm black. It is such an insult to anybody who is black. It's such an insult to anybody who works their butt off, who may be a person of color. Because I don't even like using those words because it doesn't matter. It's so bad. Don Lemon is the worst scum of the earth. And I hope he gets what's coming him. There is a federal investigation that Pam Bondi and Assistant Attorney General Harmeet Dillon are opening up. We'll see if anything comes of that. We've heard that many, many times before. I know it, you know it, so I'm not focusing on it. But you saw President Trump holding up these images. Here's the clip right here of him going through these criminals that are being taken off the streets by our brave law enforcement officers. Watch.
I'm going through this because I think we have plenty of time. I'm going to beautiful place in Switzerland where we'll be, I'm sure I'm very happily awaited for. In Switzerland, they don't know about this. They don't have this problem. They have other problems, but they don't have this problem. Look, killed somebody. Look, and these are rough people. These are not, this was all allowed into our country through open borders. These dumbest policies, you know, men and women's sports is dumb. But to me, having an open border for the world to come in, drug dealers and prisoners. Venezuela, as an example, opened their prisons into the United States. That's why one of the reasons I felt so strongly against Venezuela. Now I'm loving Venezuela. They've been working with us so well. It's been so nice. And an unbelievably nice woman. People, vicious, many of them murderers. These are all out of Minnesota, just Minnesota. I say, why don't you talk about that more? Because people don't know. Do you want to live with these people? International murder. These are people that are living, if they're apprehended and either put in jails in their country from where they came, and the countries respect us, and so they actually put them there. In the old days, they didn't respect our country. Biden wouldn't do this because he let them all in. You know, if you didn't have open border policies of Biden, none of this, all of the things that all of the time that we spend talking about Minnesota and everything else, most of them are coming from out of the country. And it's been caused by a previous administration. Look at this, one after one.
It's such a sad state of affairs in our country, ladies and gentlemen, when these brave law enforcement officers are getting rid of the worst that was let in by the previous regime. ICE doesn't cause chaos to your city. Your cities are filled with chaos, which brings ICE. And that chaos was designed, architected, and composed by the vegetable in chief and the fake border czar, the worst political candidate in history, Kamala Harris. I want to just break it a little bit with a little levity. This was one of the most amazing moments here. And this is why I love him so much. And I know you do too. A little levity. He got his finger almost caught in this paperclip. Anyway, watch this. It's so hilarious.
The book on accomplishments. And this is something, ooh, I'm glad my finger wasn't in that sucker. That could have done some damage, but you know what? I wouldn't have shown the pain. I would have gone back. Boy, did you hear that? That was nasty. But I would not have shown the pain. I would have acted like nothing happened as my finger fell off. That was a nasty. I think somebody did that. I think it was him. It was my man. How were you? You didn't do it. I know you did. I know you didn't.
Just love it. He did that all impromptu, no teleprompter, 2 hours earlier this morning. It was fantastic. I might go live later and do the full press conference. I don't know. So make sure you subscribe and follow. But these are the kind of people who make you have to put your head on a swivel when you take your kids to a restaurant, to the park, out for the evening with your wife, perhaps your spouse, whatever. These are the kind of people who've been causing chaos all over. And why? Because the Democrats can't win elections anymore from you and me. So they have to, think of this. they have to import their voters. It is a travesty. It is the biggest war crime, the biggest domestic terrorism we've ever seen in our country. The magnitude of this can't even be measured properly. It's insane. Okay, let me know what your thoughts are on all that. I can't wait to hear from you. I said that you have an opportunity to help me. Here is your opportunity to help me. I have to share with you this video. Who is the vice president of Home First Choice in Ohio. She posted this video wishing, it's so vile, wishing for Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, who we all love, to experience traumatic injuries during childbirth. I'm going to give you fair warning. This is gruesome. It's awful. It's ugly. It's pure evil. But I need your help because this person does not belong within 500 yards of a healthcare facility. So I'm giving you fair warning. If you got little ones around you, maybe cover their ears or turn this off and watch it later. Here we go. I'm going to share the video right now.
My wish for Caroline Leavitt. She is pregnant with a baby girl, and I truly do hope that baby is so healthy. I hope she's healthy and headstrong. So headstrong, in fact, that as she is emerging into this world through Caroline's geriatric tech garage, that she tears her from bow to fucking stern. Grade 4 tear. Like so big that when she gets out of the shower naked and walks across the room, like she accidentally picks up dog toys. That's my wish for you, Caroline.
I told you it was bad. And this was brought to us by Chaya, who has an amazing account, Libs of TikTok. So you see her LinkedIn right there, Chanda Petri Zazaruik. You can see her first, it says February 2023 to present at the bottom of your screen. She's a vice president, First Choice Home Health. You know what to do. And also, I'm going to share this with you right now. Take a screenshot of this before I do, but I'm going to share with you because she's actually a registered nurse in Ohio, and I'm going to share with you the number. I want everybody to call this number because you've done it before. You can do it again. There you can see on the screen, she absolutely must have her license revoked. So here's the Ohio Board of Nursing number, 614-466-3947. If you're listening on the podcast, again, it's 614-466-3947. 614-466-3947. Everybody call and make sure that this monster doesn't get anywhere near any healthcare. Shame on you. You don't deserve to work anywhere in the United States. And I hope this follows you to the end of your days. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to get your comments on everything. Please tap that thumbs up if you love America so we can support our mission of making common sense go viral. I also want you to share so we can get this person away from healthcare more than anything, to be honest. Even if you're watching on your TV, you can do it with your remote. Please tap that thumbs up. It really helps us out, and share this with everybody. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here, just in case you missed them. Tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. It doesn't cost you a thing. It's free. And as always, may God bless you, and may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.